Hey everyone, welcome to another brand new episode of Lifestyle Today. I'm Justine Santinello. We're finally getting settled into spring, yay, and enjoying some much needed warm weather. So things are looking up, guys. Now, I've got even more to share from my time at Expo West earlier this month. But first, did you guys know that March is National Peanut Month? Dr. Jennifer Timmons is here to share some fun ways to incorporate peanuts into meals and snacks. Welcome to the show.
Hi, it's great to be here.
So, why are peanuts and peanut butter such a great food to include in our family meals and snacks?
So, peanuts are part of the legume family, which a lot of people know legumes are part of the Mediterranean diet. And you may have heard that the Mediterranean diet is the best diet for longevity. Peanuts are great because they have a combination of protein and healthy fats, the type of fat that helps with like brain development and your cardiovascular system. They're great because they're convenient. It's a convenient food to eat. Peanut butter can come, it's affordable, it's convenient, it's easy to add into your daily life.
What are some easy ways that parents can incorporate peanut butter into snacks or maybe meals that kids are going to actually enjoy eating?
Yes. So I have lots of tips. I also have a teen boy, and so I've learned throughout the years things that he likes, which is probably applicable for other people too. But making them, you could add peanut butter into a smoothie. So make like a banana peanut butter smoothie. You can add it into obviously a sandwich. People know peanut butter sandwiches. Other ways is adding it to fruit. So like peanut butter and apples. It's great if you can add it to something that has fiber in it, and then you get all the food groups of the healthy fat from the peanut butter and the healthy protein, and then add some fiber. So things like fruits, a whole grain cracker, or oatmeal. You can stir it into oatmeal. So it's really so versatile. That's what makes it great.
So, for parents with babies who are starting solid foods, peanut butter is also a common allergen, right? So, what should they know about introducing it safely?
Yeah, so this is often a topic of confusion because the guidelines have changed over time. So maybe, when your parents were young, nobody knew anything about it. And then for a while, they knew peanut allergies were on the rise. So they said, oh my gosh, you need to hold off on introducing peanuts till age 3. So for a long time back in the 90s, 80s and 90s, that was the recommendation. And then in the 2000s, we realized, oh my gosh, the peanut allergies have just increased. And they changed the recommendation based on a lot of strong data and now recommend introducing it at 6 months. So that's much different. So if people are confused, that's why it's confusing. So now at 6 months, it's recommended to introduce peanuts to your baby's diet. You can do it, in a way, obviously, that you blend it up and maybe mix it with water so that it's just a thin paste.
Now, for busy families, how can peanut butter be a quick win when it comes to putting together balanced snacks or even lunches?
So it's great because it is shelf stable, so you can have it on the go with you, but you can also use it to prepare things ahead of time. So prepare a whole grains with peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You can prepare it with vegetables, so that adds the fiber when you add a fruit or a vegetable. So on celery or on apples, prepare that snack ahead of time and bring it with you in the car. You can even buy, little peanut butter packets that are easy, ready to go, and just squeeze it out and have the plain peanut butter. So being having it on the go is really an easy way to incorporate the healthy fats and fiber and protein.
So, where can we go for more info about these great tips that you have and how we can incorporate peanuts into our kids' diet?
So I have a lot of health tips and tricks that I share on social media. It's at Jennifer Timmons MD, or on my website. There's also more information. It's timmonswellnessmd.com.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, you guys, we'll be right back.
There is a road laid out for me, leading down to
boxes everywhere. And this is gonna be Addie's room.
I am blind, but I need not see.
I think you're really gonna like it.
I know this road is there for me. There is a love waiting for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Waist down by the river. I am blind, but I I know this love is there for me.
Nice and slow.
If
I got
I'm
this.
free, take me down to the river
Nice.
and wash me.
Okay. What do you think?
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love. Love is the majority. Filling up something far more important than any feed. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day with understanding, empathy, and compassion, leaving hate to become what it truly is, a whisper.
March is National Nutrition Month, so it's the perfect time to introduce new meal ideas into your routine. Board certified specialist in sports dietetics, Kelly Jones, is joining us now to tell us more. Welcome, Kelly.
Appreciate you having me.
So, what are the most trending topics in nutrition right now?
So when it comes to nutrition trends, I'm super excited this year because it's helping to bridge the gap that we're seeing with vegetables. 9 out of 10 Americans are not eating enough vegetables, so we need ways to make it easy to enjoy them. This is where potatoes come in. A medium skin-on potato is going to provide nearly a third of your daily needs for vitamin C, 15% of the potassium that you need, as well as 3 grams of protein and 2 grams of fiber. So they're really a nutrient-rich vegetable and powerhouse. And this helps with one of our nutrition trends right now, which is getting more fiber and supporting gut health. On top of those 2 grams of fiber, potatoes give you something called resistant starch when you cook them and then let them cool. And resistant starch has been associated with better blood sugar control, may help increase feelings of fullness, and can also support gut health too. So what we love about this is that we can add in these delicious vegetables to our diet rather than take things away for eating well. And when we swap in potatoes to meals, there's so many different options. And I've got 3 ideas most people probably haven't thought of. One is potato croutons. You just crisp up potato cubes and add them to a salad. Instead of not feeling satisfied from just the greens and protein, you've got that energy, that vegetable, and that crunch there. Another option is hash brown toast. Instead of classic bread toast, you're gonna take a frozen hash brown patty, crisp it up in the air fryer. I like to add guacamole and an egg, and then you've got this wonderful handheld option on a busy morning. And the last one's my favorite. It's a hash brown quiche. So you're gonna press frozen shredded hash browns into your skillet, let it crisp up, pour in your egg mixture, whatever your family likes. I love spinach and some turkey sausage. Sprinkle on a little bit of cheese for flavor, and then you're adding in more vegetables, less saturated fat without the pastry crust, and this can be eaten for any meal. So reheat it for dinner on a busy weeknight, and your family's gonna be so happy.
Where can we go for more info?
For recipes like this and more, go to potatogoodness.com/potato swaps.
Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, guys, as hunger, disaster recovery, and maternal health needs escalate nationwide, over $1 billion in humanitarian assistance has been delivered over the past year. Blaine Maxfield, Managing Director of Welfare and Self-Reliance Services, is here to tell us about where the aid is going and more. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, we're happy to talk about our 2025 Caring for Those in Need report. It shows more than $1.5 billion in humanitarian aid that took place in over 196 countries and territories all over the world. We talk about 3,500 humanitarian projects, and we just love the stories of those that are found in the report that has received aid. Also highlighted in the report is more than 7.4 million volunteer hours. So what does this look like on the ground? We look for urgent needs that could include families that are facing hunger. Healthcare for mothers and newborns. For example, last year, more than 20 million mothers and newborns received appropriate vitamins, and over 200,000 pregnant women were screened so that they could be provided the needed healthcare that is so important in those early stages of pregnancy in particular. So we look for opportunities also for disaster relief, whether it's here at home or all over the world, to help people in their most tragic times. One of the great things that take place is many times people want to know, how can I help? Where can I even get started? And we often point them to a website, justserve.org. There you can find more than 3,000 volunteer projects every month. Examples last year could have included help that was rendered during the fires in Southern California, or disasters that took place in the southeastern part of the United States. And now we're even watching things that are taking place in Texas. So when you want to put your best intentions into action, go to justserve.org, put in your zip code, choose a project that best fits your schedule, and we'd invite you to go and serve.
All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Dear moms and dads, we know it's not always been easy, and it's been a lot of hard work. What you have achieved here today is going to help us and our futures. It is why we are coming up on stage to collect your diplomas.
Everything I do it for you.
Mom, love you all.
No, it's true. Everything I do it for
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Expo West was so big this year that we had to spread the love over 2 episodes. Now, I wanted to share a few more of my favorite exhibitors with all of you guys. Starting with Pura Soda, this is everything you love about traditional soda, the bubbles, flavor, and satisfaction without the negative ingredients. Pura Soda is crafted with just 4 simple ingredients, including a touch of pure cane sugar, delivering a crisp, refreshing taste with only 65 calories per can. It's free from artificial colors, sweeteners, and hard-to-pronounce additives, so you can feel good about choosing Pura Soda. They really focus on what consumers want, a soda that tastes great and feels better to drink. Their globally inspired yet approachable flavors prove that less sugar doesn't have to mean sacrifice. It's truly more than a drink. It's an invitation to live a little Pura and make small, better choices that add up to a big difference. Now, next up, I have Milton's Protein Crackers to redefine better-for-you snacking by combining craveable flavor with functional nutrition with 10 grams of plant-based protein, 3 grams of fiber, 0 grams of sugar, and only about 130 to 140 calories per serving. They're certified gluten-free, non-GMO project verified, and free from soy, whey, preservatives, and artificial additives. I love that they're available in delicious flavors like zesty ranch, red chili, crispy sea salt, and everything varieties. You can find them at major retailers like Sprouts, Albertsons, and ShopRite. And then finally, Hint is the #1 unsweetened flavored still water brand in the US. And they just unveiled a bold brand refresh that brings new energy to the hydration category. Hint is made with purified water infused with fruit essences and plant-derived natural flavors, with no sugars, no sweeteners, and 0 calories. The new look celebrates the idea that this is water for people with taste buds, with flavor as the hero across packaging and the brand's creative campaign. Plus, Hint makes it easy and delicious to stay hydrated with more than 25 flavors. All right, you guys, there's still more to come. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. And in our family, we're used to getting involved, and I encourage you to do the same, especially when it comes to caring for your loved ones. When I think about Alzheimer's and the impact it had on my family, I recognize that losing a race isn't such a bad day after all. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Some people judge a book by its cover, and if you're not what people are looking for, you're kind of like a reject.
At school, it feels like everyone's staring at me and I'm just kind of not really a person.
Sometimes I can't believe that you could be proud of me if I'm not proud of myself.
It just was hard today. Nobody was listening to me.
Think of our best times together. Let's do more of that.
Try to understand me more, and I'll try to do the same.
Listening is a form of love. Find ways to support your kids at sounditouttogether.org.
Spring is the perfect time to refresh meals and drinks with lighter, brighter flavors. One of my favorites is a drizzle or a spoonful of Manuka honey from Manuka Health. It adds smooth, silky sweetness and elevates everyday foods and beverages. Manuka Health is a New Zealand-based leader in certified Manuka honey and honey wellness products, with every jar fully traceable back to the beekeeper. It offers functional wellness benefits including antioxidant, antibacterial, and anti-inflammatory properties. Plus, it supports immunity and everyday resilience. I love to pair it with citrus, herbs, fresh fruit or tea, cheese, and sparkling drinks. It's great to drizzle on food or enjoy it on its own. It tastes amazing in this spring lemon Manuka mocktail, and of course, a drizzle on your grazing boards. Find their Manuka honey and honey wellness products at your local Sprouts, Vitamin Shop, Amazon, or manukahealth.com. Now, last but certainly not least on my Expo West coverage list is Linear Bar. Now, this was such a fun booth to check out, complete with their very own DJ. Now, they offer a decadent, layered protein-packed treat with no chalky or weird aftertaste. I got to try some of the delicious flavors at the Expo, and my favorite was definitely the sweet pecan tortoise. They have 2 new flavors coming out soon, so be sure to keep an eye out for those. Now, Linear Bar is certified USDA organic with no seed oils, no sucralose, and nothing artificial. Each bar contains 20 grams of high-quality protein and up to 12 grams of dietary fiber, nearly half the daily recommended amount for adults according to the dietary guidelines for Americans. You can shop them now at linearbar.com. We'll be right back, guys.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
March is National Craft Month, so we're welcoming back Bianca Dotton. She's sharing easy crafts that we can do with our kids using things that you probably already have at home. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
So us parents often think crafts require a trip to the craft store, right? But that's not really the case. What do you love about using everyday household items for activities with the kids?
Using things at home that you already have, it makes it quick and easy, right? If you're busy and you have a lot of things going on, you can just pull a couple of things that you already have from maybe your pantry or from leftover scraps from something that a craft that you've done before. Pulling things, definitely don't overthink it. I really like to use things that I know that I absolutely am going to have on hand, like flour from my pantry or wrapping paper or tissue paper that I use to wrap gifts. Don't overthink it. Kids really just enjoy spending time together no matter what the craft is.
Okay, so let's start with some of your faves. What are some easy crafts that parents can set up with things that they probably already have?
One of my absolute favorites, go-tos, I think we do this craft so much, is kinetic or moon sand. The kids really like it, and you can get really creative with it by adding food coloring to change the colors. I love to make this for like DIY party favors or even like sensory bins for my kids to play with at home. It's 2 simple ingredients that you have already in your kitchen, all-purpose flour and oil, or if you have baby lotion on hand, you can use that instead of the oil. You mix them together until you get like this nice doughy texture, and it is perfect for the kids. You can add other little like mini toys in there, throw some scoops in there, and you've created the perfect sensory bin, and it takes less than like 15 minutes to make the entire thing. Another thing that I really love lately, and I feel like I haven't done this since I was a kid, we are really into tie-dyeing now. We're a big juicing family. We love to juice fruits and veggies at home. So we've started using the pulp from the juices that we create, or like even if we're having a dish with avocados, you can use the avocado skin to make like green colors. We're using those, we're simmering those down in a pot of water, and that is how we're creating our dye. We're taking a t-shirt that is 100% cotton. It can be a t-shirt that you already have, or if you want to run out and grab a white t-shirt, you can use that, and that's how you make your tie-dye t-shirt. I'm actually wearing one that we've made today with blueberries. You tie it off with some rubber bands and you create patterns, and that's how you get, a wonderful tie-dye shirt. Super quick and easy. This one is messy though, so you might want to do this outside or make sure you're covering your space inside of the house. But the kids really love this. You can use beets or strawberries for those red colors, but this one is really fun, and it's a no waste craft.
Oh, these are so fun.
So I love these piñatas. These are great for, this one is a little bit extra time. This one will take a little bit longer, but save those cardboard boxes that you have from deliveries and you can cut these into shapes, hot glue them together into, a heart shape, or if you have gift boxes that you've used before, you can hot glue these together and then you're just going to take some felt in different colors, cut them along into strips and make these little fringe shapes. Glue this on with some hot glue or some craft glue. And then you have the perfect little piñata. You can stuff this with little candies or little treats for the kids, maybe mini toys. And the kids really love this. They can break it open with, a little mini hammer, or if they have a mini bat at home. This makes it fun. It's an activity and a craft all in one. Kids really love this, and you can use those cardboard boxes before you recycle them.
Do you have any final tips for keeping crafts fun and also manageable for us parents?
I like to make a list of my go-to crafts that I find the kids really love, and keep an eye on, things that maybe I have. Maybe I'm saving these recycled boxes to make, the piñatas. Or if we're having popsicles, I'm saving those popsicle sticks for a craft to make maybe a picture frame or something later. Just maybe keep a running list of crafts that will work at home so that you're saving your supplies as you go. It's a great way to reuse everything that you have at home, but don't overthink it. The kids really just enjoy spending time together, and giving them supplies that they can use and let their creative imagination run wild is a great way to get them to think outside of the box.
Where can we go for more info about the crafts you walked us through today?
So you can find tutorials at bianca.in.com or follow me on social media at bianca.in for more of these crafts.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
All right, you guys, that's a wrap for March. We'll see you back here in April for even more spring goodness. And in the meantime, head to our YouTube channel or our website if you've missed anything at all. We'll see you guys next time.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority, filling up something far more important than any feed. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day, with understanding, empathy, and compassion, leaving hate to become what it truly is, a whisper.
The proceeding was sponsored by Lifestyle Today Show.